Hey Sagori, how you doing? Oh, cool. Well, thanks for dropping by before you go sleep. Oh, thanks. Yeah, it's nice to be back at it. I always miss streaming. I miss watching people stream, and like, I feel like it's one of those things where you just kind of got to do it yourself if you want to see it. I've been trying to do more like education, like little clips too. Like on YouTube lately, I've done a few um like YouTube shorts or whatever. Just little art tip stuff. It's kind of fun. Oh, how do you like it? The dragon guy, I'm guessing. Oh, I'm glad. Yeah, I mean, if you got any feedback or anything, or yeah, totally would love to hear it, because I'd like to do more stuff like that. If you just liked it too, that's fine. Like, there's nothing that was glaringly missing, I guess. Okay. Yeah, I always like long format too, like just being able to, I don't know, 'cause it kind of sucks when something's sped up and it's like you have to like go frame by frame and see what somebody did. It's like you blink and you miss something. I get how it can also be hard to digest though, like depending on what it is, but yeah, true. Yeah, I appreciate the encouragement, dude, because I really want to do more educational type of stuff. So makes me happy to hear it was enjoyed. Hey, Car. How you doing? How are you doing? Nice. It's good. I'm doing good. I just got back to work this week. I'm just working half days right now, but it's nice to be back. Yeah, doing good. Health's been improving and trying to do more trying to do more stuff online again. I was off work. So I told you about the pericarditis thing, right? The heart issue thing I was having. I was off work for like a whole month because of that. Do you think the industry still got a space for humor? Uh, I think so, yeah. I mean, it's really hard to say. Like, part of me is like right now it's really hard, but I feel like eventually it'll get better. But obviously, like um the bar for entering is a lot more difficult. Um, it seems like it's just always getting harder to get in, like getting across that first hurdle. But if it's something you want to do, I say just like stay to the course and like even if I don't know, I feel like there's always something that you can figure out career wise. Yeah, I'm doing a lot better now. Like I'm on medication for it and like yeah, it just hopefully it doesn't recur. Um so yeah, it's kind of scary. Yeah, man, I was kind of freaked out too. Like I've never had anything like that before. Did I tell you that it's like you know how I was having back pain? I don't know if I told you that, but since May I was having back pain and it turns out that whole time it was actually my heart, like the pericarditis thing, which is kind of crazy. Yeah, dude, it's so weird. Like at one point I just felt it in like my collarbone here. Like I really don't understand it. Like I guess because your lungs are pressing on your heart and then like the pain kind of like radiates. It's super strange. I feel like the doctors don't even really fully understand it. They're like, "Oh, you just take anti-inflammatories and hope it doesn't come back." Like, okay. Yeah, feels so good to be back to painting though, 'cause I was like for a couple weeks I was just playing like video games and stuff, just trying to keep busy, 'cause I was super tired a lot, and I just got super depressed from that after a while. I gotta get back to drawing and doing stuff I enjoy. Yeah. Thanks, dude. Uh, mental energy mainly. Like I was super tired, so I was just like laying on the couch, sitting up. 'Cause even like sitting at my desk for a while there was difficult. Yeah, stress related as well. Like so I 2 weeks ago I went back to work and I did like 2 full days and I on the third day like I literally just couldn't get past like 2 hours. I was just like so exhausted. It's kind of crazy. I guess you don't think about it, but like when you're not well, like having to meet daily deadlines for work is actually pretty. It can be pretty intensive. I don't know if you saw, but I'm trying to do more like stuff online car like little mini tutorials and stuff, and I started a Patreon too, but I haven't like shared it on social media yet. But I'm kind of testing the waters with that, seeing how it goes. Finally, doing something about it. Oh, uh, what do I enjoy about explaining things? I mean, I kind of like doing it because I don't know if you know Paul Richards, but like I really like his the way he thinks and breaks things down. For some reason his brain he just like naturally does that kind of thing. And I don't unless I'm thinking about communicating something to somebody else, then I start thinking about uh how to vocalize something. So that's kind of like the thing I like about it. It's like a way to force me to think a little bit more. Like let me grab an example. Um, yeah, like this kind of thing that Paul Richards does. Like, I freaking love this kind of thing. Like just communicating a little principle. I feel like it just helps you learn as like so much as well. 'Cause yeah, when you're just like drawing stuff on your own, at least for me, I just don't. I'm not thinking about that kind of stuff. I'm thinking about like what I'm like literally what I'm doing. That's kind of cool. That. Yeah, I guess it can be. Like a sketchbook page focusing on like a certain theory or principle. Let me know if you guys hear anime in the background, by the way. Julia's watching Dr. Stone. Nah, she had good earlier today. She was like doing her commission and then doing some studies. Oh, really? Hey, Garrick. Dang. I haven't watched it, but I was looking over. It looks kind of cool. Like the style. We were watching a little bit of Mob Psycho yesterday too, and I like the style of that. Oh, see ya, Sagori. Sleep well. What's that? Mob Psycho? Okay. Let's work on the cart. next anime I really want to watch, for like the anime movie, I guess, is I've been meaning to watch Ninja Scroll for quite a while now. I think they also did Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust, the same studio. Just, oh, look at this. Oh, so cool. Oh yeah, how do you like it? Yeah, dude, those like 90s animes are so freaking cool. I think it was 90s, right? No, 93, yeah. Oh yeah, Basilisk, yeah. Oh, I freaking love Basilisk. Basilisk too, man. Oh, so cool. What's that? I don't know. Yeah, he's like screaming. Maybe it just latches on there like that. You got anything new you've been working on lately, Car? Cool. Smogest. I think I saw you post some portraits for that. Oh, cool. Yeah, your Pokemon uh images have been like popping off, it looks like. Seems like the perfect match for you. It's like yeah, like did you I forget, did you say you grew up with playing like Pokemon games or? Oh, nice dude. That'll be cool. Oh, that's cool. It's like a match made in heaven then. Yeah, that'll be fun, the convention thing. Like, it sounds like it's just like a whole world of like things to learn, but it sounds really fun. Yeah, that's the only thing I guess. It's like it kind of feels like high risk, and then high potential for reward as well. But yeah, God, I don't even know where to begin. Like, how much how much st like merchandise do you even buy and take with you there, and then like, 'cause you don't want to take. I guess it's better to be conservative, but then also you don't want to like go and not bring enough. But oh, that's fun. I think that's really smart. That's good. I don't know why that just reminded me of so me and Hoser we went to see that artist Bear the Mighty, because he was in Vancouver one time for a convention, and like um he gave us both a free print, and like I didn't really know him, so it makes sense, but like he was like, oh, thank, like on Hosers he wrote like, oh, thanks so much for coming out, man, it means the world to me. And then on mine he just wrote like it's like, hey, like, thanks, basically. Like, super simple message. It was really funny. It's like, who are you? Yeah, it's ironic because I'm like we all took a picture together and I was like a giant behind them, like giant nobody. Hey, Milky. Oh, thanks. Okay. So these guys are probably gonna have some kind of like pickaxe or way of cutting these crystals. Basically, anyone that doesn't know, it's like part of a world building project and um, kind of building out a culture that kind of attracts these giant behemoth kind of almost like vertical whales, and they kind of create like sandstorms wherever they kind of zoom off to. Like a normal person's probably this big, super tiny. Um, but these guys basically attract them. Uh, Originally it was with herbs, but tying into like the group project a little bit more and making it crystals, they somehow like melt or burn down to create an incense. But yeah, it's kind of like the gist of the idea. And then these guys' costumes kind of like mimic these dudes a little bit. Alright, see you, car. Take it easy, man. Thanks for stopping by. Grab some more wrath. It's my first time live here. Where are we going? Um, I'm just drawing. I'm just painting. That's where I'm going. Oh, story. Yeah, so they are. It's part of a bigger little group world project that we're doing, and basically these guys are kind of like their costumes mimic these dudes, and they kind of burn a crystal incense type of thing and attract these guys. And these guys kind of like protect them through the sandstorms that they create. Um, it's like a guy would probably be like this small next to one of them. Um, yeah, imagine they kind of like praise the Goliath dudes, like a secret uh desert order. That's the gist of it anyway, so far. It's to attract the Goliath dudes I designed before. Hey, by the way, Fantas. Imagining they see them as kind of like a sacred um being, and yeah, byproduct of that is imagining like as they move around, they kind of create like sandstorms um that would kind of like obscure wherever these guys are. So it's like a protective type of thing as well. And kind of is why these guys are also like completely covered up. So they can weather the storm. So still not completely sold on this design though. I'm kind of like I was trying to go wacky with the colors, and I was like, ah, it's too wacky. It's not wacky enough. Too wacky. And I'm like, I don't know. I gotta play with it more later. Good idea. Where's my... I feel like my eyes are getting worse. How do you make... I guess it could just be a thin kind of cloth, same as they have. Um, kind of the same feeling you get looking at like a sperm whale. Like they, let me see if I can find the picture. Like I remember seeing a picture like this before. It's like almost like haunting in a way, like and kind of beautiful. Um, so I want them to be natural, but their forms are kind of more what's the word? Uh, what makes them kind of like interesting? Horse blinders, but pointing down. It's kind of like that could be cool. I think I'll do some iterations on it because it would be kind of nice to display. Uh, could be. Yeah, yeah, they move quickly through the desert. Uh, yeah, they're really weird. Like their kind of feet here are tentacles are under the ground, and they're moving using those and their fins. So imagine they're almost like floating, just like zooming along, like very strangely. Hey Gustavo, how you doing? It's pretty inspired by I mean, I'm just thinking about things I like, and where is it? So there's this very short scene in Vampire Hunter D Bloodlust where like um D's like hopping over these stingrays that are in the desert. It's like a very short scene, but there's just something so cool about that. Um, yeah, that's kind of what like sparked it originally. Yeah, it's kind of like a seahorse prim. Yeah, I liked Gennaro's suggestion for the crystals, 'cause originally it was gonna be herbs, but there's already kind of crystals established, so it'll be kind of cool too that they give them like different kinds like pickaxes or something, some kind of tool that they break them off with. Um, Force blinders. The creature greater than nature or a force of nature. Um, mm, I think it is natural, but it's like I mean it's kind of like what a whale would be basically. Like it is natural, but it to us it feels unnatural. Like it they almost seem alien in how massive they are as well. That's kind of like the feeling that I want to go for. So they're miners to mine crystals. Yeah, the actual these guys originally they were gonna be collecting herbs, but yeah, to tie into the world better, they somebody else established crystals that kind of grow out of the sand dunes. Um, so I'm imagining where that happens. These guys like go there and collect the crystal. So I'm not sure exactly how they're gonna make incense from it or like burn it, but if I get to it, that will be fun to figure out. Taking stuff like a herbalist with crystals instead. Yeah, that'd be cool. It'll be fun designing their tools that they use to break off the crystal. Cause I don't really just want to do a pickaxe. I want to try to make something kind of unique to them if I can. Yeah. I feel like usually lately I don't know, I'm always trying to find something unusual. It's like my big focus. I don't know, just whenever something is the more unusual something is, the more interesting it is, to me at least. How can I make this thing weird? Yeah, they do look pretty tired, like zoinked. I think when we return to safe ideas, we're anxious. So, um, hmm. You got an example? Who's picking what? These guys are, they're collecting crystals to then burn down into like an incense. Sometimes we all do. It's the it's the truth of it. Instead of metal, let's make that leather. I don't know. I feel like metal isn't. I feel like metal is pretty scarce with these guys. Like reinforcement, buckles, things like that. I think are fine. And like their little incense things, but otherwise I think they're probably pretty reliant on like cloth and leather. Oh yeah, yeah. Yeah, especially for like those pivotal things, it's kind of, I don't know. It's like the least interesting choice is like just picking a either a real thing or like a pre-existing thing. Like I think for like yeah, side characters, it's you can't mega design everything. Like there's gonna be things that are kind of more stock, so to speak. But yeah, just kind of boring. I feel like in general, like I want to take, for example, like fantasy. I like goblins and orcs and all that, but I don't like drawing them. Like I like the archetypes of them, but I don't really like. I don't know. I don't think I'll ever draw a straight up Lord of the Rings orc ever again. Yeah, yeah, there's like tons of really cool ways to go about it. Yeah. All those variables just add so much. Like I am learning Houdini. Oh, I never heard that before. Never never tried it though. Yeah, yeah, it's all saying something different. It's like your knight doesn't just have to be a knight. It can say more than just knight. This looks, I don't know. I need to reconsider this because looks like a hat kinda. Maybe like that. Then maybe it wraps around. Uh, I've done a little bit of 3D sculpting. It's fun. Yeah, can never stick to it though. So guys carrying the incense cut the crystals. Yeah, yeah, these guys. I'm gonna add once I figure out what tools they have. I'm gonna have them like hanging off the back here somewhere, or like attached somehow to the cart. Or I mean, another option could be that these guys, there's different roles within their society where maybe these guys are just the transporters. There could be a specific um, gatherer or like processing version of them where maybe their clothing is a little bit different. I mean, or maybe they don't even, the ones gathering aren't even necessarily a part of the culture, like they could be enslaved. Oh, stick to it, Prem. I can never stick to the doing 3D sculpting. Like I'll do it for a little bit and then I kind of fall off. Like I've done a bit of VR sculpting too, and that was like very fun. Like it felt very organic, but I always come back to drawing. I could just think in 2D a lot quicker. Which was oh, that could be interesting. Like they chant and like the crystals start breaking up or something. Yeah, I mean that could totally work too. They have some kind of like power in the way they chant. The earth starts trembling. Won't get Phosphor does the crystal. Yeah, actually maybe they just wrap around the ear. I feel like the jaw strap is a little goofy maybe. Oh, that could be interesting. Yeah, man, I love working this way. Like where you don't like I don't like answering every question too soon, but like when you kind of have a decent base and then you're like building out from that, it's just so fun. It literally just reminds me of playing RPGs back in the day and exploring. Grab this. Yeah. So how can this actually work? Yeah, that is one thing I really like. I only played D&D one time. It was like a one shot or whatever, but oh man, just like the stuff that happened during that, like I still remember it was so like such a memorable experience. Like, it's interesting that there's different like people that have different preferences as far as I think it's like a writing thing. There's like the gardener, there's um I forget what they are. There's like a planner, something like that. But uh basically some people like to plan everything out. Some people like to improvise. Um it's fun. I think I like like a middle ground somewhere, like partially plan, partially improvise. Because I find if I don't plan at all, I kind of get lost a little bit in the weeds. Architect work. Okay, yeah, that's right. I feel like my ideal is somewhere in the middle of the two. Okay, maybe there's a strap in between the middle there. Yeah, yeah, exactly. That's my thing is like if I yeah, if I over purely focus on improvisation, like usually the usually the base structure to build off of isn't interesting enough, and I'll end up losing interest. Like, 'cause there wasn't really solid grounding to stand on. Prem, so it's your hobby and job? Yeah, yeah, I do. I mean, it's kind of my life in a way. I don't know if it's sad, but yeah, like I do it for fun and for my job. I like to draw the things. Wahoo! I'm back at work. There's nothing. It's different. It's definitely different for work though. Like it it's not like I'm always like, oh, I'm having the best time. Like it's better than any alternative, but then again, like work is work. Like sometimes it's good, sometimes it's just work. My hobby is to make VFX and animation, but I am engineering. Don't know where I'm going. Yeah, I mean, keep at it, dude. And like, if maybe you can transition it into your job at some point. Oh yeah, me too, Gus. Like when I'm when I'm satisfied at work with the work that I'm doing, like very satisfied, usually I'm not doing much personal work. Like if it's right in line with the kind of stuff I do for fun, but typically it's not. So I have even more of like an urge to draw, like do my own stuff because I haven't gotten like my personal art fix in. I like the idea of like a just a slit there, like kind of like those Eskimo snow blinder things. I don't know if it would fully keep sand out, but it's leather maybe has like a reinforced kind of sewn edge. Hey Kuya. How you doing? There's another strap here. Belt. Doing good. Just having some fun drawing. Getting pretty. I had to wake up at like. Well, actually, no, I didn't. Didn't necessarily have to wake up this morning at 6 a.m., but I couldn't sleep, so I was like up super early. I do have to wake up at like 6:30 for work tomorrow, though, unfortunately. Yeah, this is personal Kuya. Just designing out this kind of culture. Yeah, dude, I usually can't function if I don't know, like 9:30 is a good time for me, but we're kind of working with the overseas side of the studio more, and yeah, like early morning is the only time our schedules kind of cross over, so it's like we need to meet in the middle a little bit for some meetings. 4 hours ahead, so it's 10, 11, 12. It's 2 for you right now? Dang. Are you usually like a late night owl, Gus? Yeah, I kind of actually like this, just like full on covering. Kind of makes me think of I mean, that's pretty similar to what these guys have on as well, what I'm imagining at least. Canvas. Let's try that. Yeah, it's cool. The different like materials in there too are really neat. You figure out how the hell to wrap this around his head though, man. With all the things he's got going on. Yeah, I guess that could work actually. The ear pokes through there. I'd like to try and echo this shape there. I have that same shape on the actual giant uh Goliath guy too. So maybe we can do that. Yeah, true. It could be. Like streamlining their heads. I could try it. I think my one thing is don't I don't want to lose the identity of the mount, but even like partially trimming maybe that could make it work a bit better. I mean even maybe that one they just trim off. Maybe. Hmm. Oh, hey, thanks, Prem. Yeah, I mean, I'm typically like thinking of stuff when I'm working. Like I'm pretty much always there's like some kind of like backstory. Um, yeah, so I'm glad you kind of like can sense it when looking at stuff. Most of the time, I don't know if people can like tell or not, but yeah, it's cool to hear. Yeah, it's strange. Like you have to. It's interesting. I feel like people can usually sense depth to things, but yeah, sometimes I'm not sure. Maybe we just modify that form. Kind of like the full face wrap, but also I feel like with how small these guys' eyes are, it's so much material being wasted that maybe they just use it for that profile section and the rest are kind of like straps. People don't return to empty pretty pictures. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's the thing about pictures. It's weird. Like when you make 2D pictures, it's like it's the one, as far as I know, it's the one art form that has like the least amount of um viewing length. Like, so if you just make a pretty picture, like most people are only gonna look at it like 2 seconds and keep scrolling. It's not like music where like you can have a song you really like and you just like keep replaying it and replaying it. Uh, which kind of makes it sad how much time we put into stuff. But yeah, I think that's why picture making you do need that depth because otherwise it's like what really is there? Like you're kind of trying to get as much out of it as you can. Yeah, well, cool scrolls. And usually people like it seems like when somebody really likes a picture that they will keep as like a background or something, or they really like it. Usually there's like an emotional connection um of some sort, at least from what I've observed. How do people see the animals? I think these animals in particular are very much just like workhorses. Like I don't think they mistreat them, but they definitely don't look at these the same way as they see the Goliath things. Because these are like holy to them, like sacred, and these are more so like beasts of burden. I'm imagining. Actually, I don't think that there needs to be straps on top as well. Or, buckles, I mean. Select that roughly. Just imply that it's kind of see-through. This one? This one kind of just feels like a bra, honestly. I think that might need adjusting. The last one I did. Oh, so this one here, the far left one. I think no matter what I do, probably I think echoing that language I've established is probably the task. So even this one here, I should probably make the actual shape more like that maybe. Just so it has like similar swoop, but it's like a modified version. Yeah. What time do I have to wake up? Like 6:30. Key. Hey, Todd. What was I gonna do next? I think I was working on these guys before, yeah. Trying to hash out their robes. Kind of imagining it's like they're just dudes under here. But I'm imagining there's like a wire structure or something at the top here, that would connect to their head. Actually, I guess that kind of works. I mean, the eyes do kind of like line up at the bottom there. Maybe I should make that a little bit longer though. Yeah, they got like like a straw or something. They're hot boxing it in there. I mean that could unironically be kind of cool, like cool. Like I don't know. What if the crystal actually has like an element that kind of like makes them high or kind of feel good, and there's just like constant like a stream coming out of their head. Like their head could literally be the incense burner thing. That's actually not a bad. It's not a bad idea. I just imagine they have like really bad teeth, like kind of like crackhead teeth a little bit. Would you do breakdowns on how the hats work for this project? Yeah, if I depends if I still have interest in it, but like yeah, like ideally every element I'll I'll expand upon and try to like explain with like call outs or just adding like contextual sketches. Um, yeah, you honestly you can kind of do that infinitely though, so you gotta like there's a lot of like prioritization that you have to do. I swear it's medicinal. Yeah. I mean that's I'm kind of curious about this. Now let's try it. I swear I had some incense references somewhere. Hmm. Yeah. I mean, it could be a few things. I think I think the obvious answer, uh, that also might be the simplest, would be that they smoke it to be closer to the Goliath things. Like they, since the Goliaths like that incense, they're attracted to it. They wanna uh also kind of inhale it. I feel like it'd be cool if it had an actual like effect on them. Like I was kind of thinking originally that the Goliath things are kind of um like they could be calmed down by the incense. Like it could have like a calming function. So I mean these guys could just be like super zen, and like the reason they are so zen is because the constant inhalation of this stuff. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Okay. Actually, could use this to tie into the Goliath dude a bit more too. When you have like an incense thing, sometimes it's like it's got a lid and then you put it inside. I'm almost thinking of like this thing here opening up. Just that on their head though. They're not really gonna be inhaling much of it. Hmm. Do you have those arms on the creature? Hmm. I think actually, rather than connecting there, maybe just like a mantle piece. Imagine the cap of this could come off. And then it would feed like the incense directly into their thing, and it would come out the back there. I'm trying to do what I can, like mimic the stuff here a little bit. I think as long as stuff has like a semblance of um resemblance, it doesn't necessarily need to be exactly the same like shapes. I feel like it still usually works. Let's see. True. That'd be cool. Could be multiple. Dude, this guy's like the ultimate stoner. He's mixing and matching. Overlap that a little bit more. Form doesn't really work. Yeah, it's okay. It's not the exact same. I think maybe it would need a couple holes down at the bottom just so like air can funnel in. Strawberry. it's like vapes basically. Like they're cloud chasers. Maybe this side has like a kind of like a crack pipe, a nozzle, and a lid. Let's grab the crystal. And maybe kind of like it just to be like open, like where from the back view it's like maybe there's not necessarily holes or anything, it's just literally the way that it's being sewn together. There's like a exhaust vent kind of thing there. And then like the smoke could be coming out. If it's too much gold. No, maybe it's okay, because I imagine that's like a pretty ceremonial element. Like, I mean, I had it kind of like bronzy gold here too. So like I'd imagine they'd have like one very valuable element, and that kind of would be it. Let me just imply these on the other side too, just like cheese the perspective a little bit. Okay, that's one idea. I used all my brain power now. Let's see. What else could we do? Hmm, could also. I do like that back flowing form. Wonder if something more akin to like a backpack or like an air tank would be kind of interesting. Oh, sticking out of here. Just like, it's pretty gnarly. It's cool though, 'cause it kind of mimics that, the tentacles there. Hmm. Yeah, the tougher materials, I definitely do want to do that for sure. Like, um, so I'm thinking like this under layer that's more warm is like kind of more silky, but this overcoat layer I'm imagining is like quite rough. So I think I'm definitely gonna do like um kind of like reinforcement trimming. Maybe even like rough it up a little bit, like where it's a little bit like you could tell it's a little bit worn. Just taking like the brunt of the sand damage. Like heavy, like very heavy stitching would be quite cool as well. Definitely would make the environment that they exist within feel a lot more harsh. Yeah, that's what I was originally thinking is maybe like a very bright color underneath. Um, I think what I'll do is try to figure out. I'm gonna try to settle on a design for the actual this guy, like the color design, and then hopefully there's something there that I can pull from. Ooh. Oh, okay. Cut. How do they get the incense back here though? Uh, maybe they need their homie to like put the incense in there for them. I mean, I guess that could work. They surprise each other with yeah, or a long spoon. Yeah. I wonder if they would veil the beast of burden this way. Hey, Travis. Yeah, I was thinking it could be interesting. I was thinking maybe um uh Luxury Fan said the idea of like the blinders, and then I was thinking maybe like trying to mimic that shape here loosely with these ones. I mean, it could be kind of cool though to do the full head. I'm just my only thing is I just don't want to like obscure the design of the beast because they're kind of meant to be like beasts of burden, not like holy or anything. But that would be kind of cool. It's kind of like the Elden Ring horse with like the big thing on its head. Yeah, now we're just like figuring out uh it's like I had these guys have like these little like church incense things, but was thinking it could be cool, like what if the actual headpiece is the incense thing, and like they just breathe it right in, and it like has some kind of effect on them, like calming or makes them high or something. Actually, maybe this enters the cloak here, and the actual incense would go back here, and then it would feed in through here, and then raise back up the back. Yeah, that could be cool. I like that. Yeah, also, after Gennaro's feedback, I instead of herbs, it's like the crystal from the desert that they use. It's kind of just crystal meth at this point, but it is cool. Maybe there's a strap here or something as well. Um, oh, that's cool. Yeah, yeah, I'm playing with another incense hook guy. I just want to try what the reverse might look like. Like a flatter one. Ah, they kind of do actually. Yeah, they do look like nails or like screws or something. I was just trying to echo the shape of this guy. So maybe we could put the exhaust where the creature's eye is. Thanks. I uh I need to work on it more. Like I like it, but the colors. I know something about the colors and stuff. I just gotta figure out. I gotta workshop it a little bit. But I think it's getting close to something that I want to finish. Oh, see a Fantas, take it easy. Enjoy the arting. Let's see. Hmm. I mean, it doesn't even necessarily have to be connected to their face. Maybe, I mean, they could have like an incense pipe or something. That'd be kind of cool. Hmm. And then again, there's an exhaust somewhere in there. Maybe it's mimicking those tentacles. I took those out of the new design, but maybe I might bring them back because I kind of like them. Yeah, yeah, that's the only way to survive. I'm just imagining like I kind of want to design what these guys look like out of their outfits now. Like maybe maybe when they're I'm also want to do the design of like their where is it? Their home, which is like these big uh kind of like Colosseum things that also like release incense. And maybe when they're in there, they which actually I might change it to tents actually. So I feel like that fits their whole like kind of cloth motif better. Um, yeah, maybe when they're in their tents, they they can take off their robes and they're just like really messed up looking. Like they have like crystally purpley veins and stuff, and their eyes are all like gross, and that'd be kind of cool. Actually, really like the tent idea. Just set that aside. Oh, yeah, that'd be cool. I like that. It's awesome. Okay, I like that. Yeah, kind of, even the creature kind of has it too. I think for their, yeah, I think like what I'm trying to do is like everything kind of has this shape to it. That and this kind of like repeating one. Um, so like even the tents, I'm gonna try to do that as well. Like have kind of like a flat top to them. Yeah, they could be. Like they might not have like like the same structure. I mean maybe they move because they're trying to follow both finding crystals, but also trying to stay close to the Goliath dudes. Oh yeah, cool. I made some nice progress tonight. More I ended up not really painting that much, but lots of like problem solving, so it's cool. I think I like how they're coming along. I'm still not totally certain how I feel about the cart. Like I like the shape because basically the shape is like the inverted version of that head. But I think maybe the wood doesn't feel desert like enough. I think maybe it needs to be more like sun bleached maybe. Could be could be good. I'll try that. Yeah, I'm gonna call it there though. I'm getting really tired. I have to wake up like 6:30 for work tomorrow too, so alright, I'm gonna go. Thanks for hanging out, guys. Catch you later. Bye bye.